But we got Clark Hodges joining us right now. He's a financial strategist. And Clark, we got you on here this morning so we could get your opinion on whether or not cheerleaders should be paid minimum wage.
I definitely think they should not. I'm just kidding. It's one of those issues. I live in Dallas, and the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, for years, you heard they made $15 a game.
Mm-hmm.
But in return, they got all this publicity, being on TV and calendars and such, that they, went on to other careers. So, it's a debate. I could see both sides of it, but you do get a lot of publicity standing on the sidelines, and that's the upside.
The tangible versus the intangible benefits of having this job, sure.
Yeah, and people try so hard to get it. You would think it's a $200,000 a year job, given what they do, what they go through to try to get it. And as I was saying earlier,
it's almost like a coveted internship at a firm, but that you really want to work at, that a lot of people want to work at, and there's a lot of people applying for this coveted internship, and the person who gets it doesn't make any money, but they get all this great experience.
Right.
It's kind of like that in my mind.
It is very similar to an internship. In fact, one of our other listeners pointed that out, said it's like an internship. Yeah. You don't get paid. You get experience, or in this case, you get exposure. You get a chance to perform. You do all of these things. Anyway, we want to get you talking about how things are looking up from the standpoint of our listener getting paid. What's the story on that?
Well, as the economy slowly gets better and better, businesses are making more money each year, and at the same time, you've got factors out there that are causing employers to lay people off, not hire as many people. So the company's in need of more help, but basically because of taxes, because of Obamacare, because of unknowns with Obamacare, and because of possibly having to raise the minimum wage, they're going to these workers and saying, "Hey, let me add a little bit to your salary, but also add a little bit to your job description." And I think that's the main driver: less workforce, less people working for job, less employers willing to go out and hire new people for many reasons, but just going internally and saying, "Hey, will you pick up a little extra work here, and I'll pay you more?"
So they're actually paying for that now. But is this about is this about retention, or is this about actually recruiting people that are highly skilled at what they do?
I think it's more about retention. I think there's more people they're trying to keep happy, but at the same time, use that worker that's already there, already knows the system, and get them to do more. Plus, I do think there's a factor of bonuses being included in some of these jobs. Hey, I'm not going to pay you anymore, but I'm going to give you a one-time bonus to do this more work. And so corporations at the end of the month, at the end of every year, are seeing their balance sheets looking a little bit healthier, and they're deciding this is the best route to go when it comes to paying more for employees.
So things are looking up for the economy, basically, the fact that that's happening.
I think it is. I mean, to be quite honest with you, it's to me, it's sad that you have a lot of people just plain and simply getting out of the workforce. They're not looking for jobs anymore.
Yeah, that's an enormous number of people, too. I mean,
well, they haven't been able to find one of those high-paying cheerleader jobs.
or you've got people who were only working a job to get health insurance. Mm-hmm. And now that there is an option to say, I don't have to work to get health insurance.
Oh, you sound like the president now. Well, now you don't have to work. You can be unemployed and quit that job you don't like and just sit around and take that health insurance.
I do think I sound like that, but at the same time, that's not a good thing. You're not stopping working to get health insurance as a this is a great life. You're not making any more money. You're not getting anything for it. You're going from having some sort of paycheck to nothing. And the president and the Democrats want that to sound like some great fantasy world where this is, wonderful, you don't have to work anymore.
No, but you're right about that, Clark. I talked to somebody last weekend, actually, who said that there is somebody that works with a very big company who found out that they can get better health insurance if they go through Obamacare than their own company plan. Yeah.
Well, now that's a good thing. If they find a more inexpensive health plan, that's a good thing. Well, anyway, Clark, what is your website, by the way?
It's Hodges Capital, HodgesCapital.com. We manage money for people in the stock market, and we have mutual funds.
Sounds great. Clark, thanks for joining us on
Thank
AM
you,
Tampa Bay.
Thanks, guys. You guys have a great day.